And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota will get this underneath to Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
49-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And he'll look downfield for Waller. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1-yard line.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And complete to Zach Ertz. He's at the 50. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
To Zach Ertz.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a first carry for their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Following the interception here, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
puts him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into a double team, it's intercepted. Picked up down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, that could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Denver.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try to get things settled down a little bit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jacobs now. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
First down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Mariota.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota flushed out right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Lock now on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
K.J. Hamler. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Lock working out of the gun. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Denver.
Throwing on first down is Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Broncos 14, Raiders 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. from midfield. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On third and long, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, the left side completion to Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back around the 48-yard line.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Final play of the half here. Mariota sliding out of the pocket.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. To throw again. Lock. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Locke. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke throwing on target to Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Third and long here for Mariota. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. They knew they were going to have great field position. Went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Locke taking the snap at 1. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 26.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up...
One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Second and 10.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Lock now on first down. We'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
A 1st down throw for Mariota.
He'll let this go deep.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
From the 24, Mariota rolling to his right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try to, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing his lock on third down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. On first down, Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle man.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, and they'll file away for the future.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota from the gun on third down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. On play action, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.